Hey, scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with day 26 of December daily 2020, and this is one of those layouts that really shouldn't have taken as long as it did. And isn't that always the way? The very last layout, the one where you're just like, I want to be done, I'm finished, I don't want to keep doing this anymore, takes forever. So I am keeping it really simple. I always keep my Christmas Day layouts super simple. I am going to create a pocket with some floating journaling in it. Now, this wasn't my original plan. My original plan was to put this journaling at the top of my large photo, but when I had it up there, I did not like the way that it looked. And so I'm still sort of following the idea that I had for the journaling up there with the tape and all of that. And I'm applying this to acetate so that it will sort of float in the pocket, but I still do not like the way that this looks like at all. And so I'm sort of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I thought maybe I would punch a bunch of heart confetti and put it at the bottom of this pocket, which probably would have been fine and I would have liked it, but that tape was really bothering me, and I realized that I would need a ton of confetti to really take up the space down there at the bottom of the pocket, like a ton. So I'm looking at this going, no, this isn't making me happy. So I'm going to take off the tape and I'm going to reposition the journaling in the pocket, and I'm still not going to love the way that this looks. So I end up adding another set of tape, or another strip of tape, and then I really don't love how it looks. It's just not working out for me the way that I had envisioned, which is making me frustrated, which is probably what led to this taking so long. So I'm going to put this back in the pocket, and I'm not going to love it. And then I'm going to come up with a new idea. I'm going to use my fuse tool to create little pockets within the 4x6 for confetti, so that there can be confetti on the bottom and confetti on the top of the journaling, and it won't interfere with the journaling itself. So I'm trimming this down. And this also makes the acetate moot, but I do end up stapling the acetate to the vellum, and so I just end up trimming off the excess acetate, because you do need to make sure that when you're creating pockets with the fuse tool, you have clear lines between like the embellishments and things in the separate pockets. Otherwise the fuse will not fuse to the back side of the pocket and will not seal the pocket shut. So here I am, and I've got it in the pocket, and I'm gonna make some more confetti. And what I'm doing here, I'm sorry I'm a little off screen, what I'm doing is I'm taking the tape that I had pulled off the roll, and I didn't want to waste it, and I thought it would make adorable confetti. So I'm applying it to both sides of the paper so that the confetti is two-sided, because what I was realizing was that the glitter confetti that I created out of the glitter cardstock was only single-sided, so I had to make sure that all of the confetti was facing the right way when I got it in the pocket, which was really a big pain in the butt since I kept taking the confetti in and out of the pocket. I had to keep making sure that all of the confetti was facing the right way. Of course, it'll probably turn around a little bit over time, but in the moment it will be facing the correct way. So I'm plugging in my fuse tool, getting ready for that. And another tip about the fuse tool, make sure that you let it sit there and warm up forever, because I think I let it warm up for 5 or 10 minutes and it was not warm enough the first time I went after this pocket, and I had to get out a whole new page protector because I messed up. It wasn't warm enough. It only slightly melted the pocket, and so when I went back with it warm enough, there wasn't enough plastic left for it to melt together correctly. So I'm going to let the fuse tool warm up, and I'm going to attack the other side of this layout, which now I have no idea what I'm going to do with it because I had a different plan for it. So I'm going to go through this old ephemera. I think it's pretty sure it's crepe paper that I had sitting on my desk, and I'm going to create a little cluster. I don't care about covering up the Christmas tree because I have definitely enough photos of the Christmas tree in my December daily, and also you can tell that they're sitting in front of the Christmas tree whether you can really see all of the ornaments on the top half or not. So I'm just making myself a fun cluster instead. I don't know what I was thinking there, too many words. I'm going to put something else at the top here. I really like the idea of having the strips at the top, or strips going through, but then I pull out these stockings, which makes sense because they are holding stockings. So, and it also makes that cluster nice and large and takes up a good amount of space up there. So that's what we're going to put there. I stapled the tag, the Merry Christmas tag, to the stockings and the other tag just for some decoration, just to make it look a little bit more finished. And I'm going to take this trim that I have left over sitting on my desk, and I'm going to create a little tag tie for it. I'm just going to use the stapler again and staple it to the tag. There we go. Okay, so I think this side is done. I could add more to it, but why? Like I said, I was really done. So now you can see me using this fuse tool too early. I'm making sure that all of the hearts are low enough that they don't interfere with the fusing, but of course they don't want to go down to the bottom of the pocket because I want them to. Sometimes, like, things will go perfectly and everything will be great, and sometimes it's a hot mess, and I'm okay with that. I don't like it being a hot mess, but I realize that it's going to be a hot mess. So neither of those pockets sealed, and I'm going to be honest, I turn off my camera and remake everything because I was so frustrated and I just needed to decompress a little bit. So I've punched more confetti, and I'm going to make more of the polka dot confetti, and then I'm going to turn off my camera and reseal this pocket so that it works right. Okay, so now we've got it done. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's cute. It's cute enough. I want this ribbon for my finale here. I want this ribbon to look like it is wrapped around the photo, but I don't want all of the excess bulk that comes with wrapping the ribbon around the photo. So I just folded it over the side in 2 pieces and stapled it. And then I'm going to tie a bow in the middle, and that's why I didn't want the ribbon in the back as well, because the bow is going to be very poofy. I'm going to staple it right in the middle so that when I pull on it, it doesn't pull up the edges of my photo. Then I have to make a knot and then a bow, and it's a little tiny bow, but it still takes up a lot of puffy space in the pocket, so you get a little bit of pocket distortion there, which is fine because it's the last page, and so I can add a little bit more of the textural stuff and know that I'm not going to make my album so bulky that I need a third one, which I actually got pretty close to needing a third one. I think if there had been another day for this album, I might have needed a third one. So I'm left with the back of this pocket, and what I like to normally end my albums on is a family picture of us on New Year's Eve. So I will end up putting a family picture of us on New Year's Eve and the top there where the pocket is still open, and then I will probably leave the bottom the way that it is and just let it go. Maybe not, probably, I don't know. I don't like the idea of adding something not see-through to the bottom pocket because of all of that work to keep it see-through. So I might just leave it the way it is. Alright, so that is it for this video, and that is it for December Daily 2020. I hope that you tuned in to my live flip through last night on Instagram. If you did not, it is on my profile, and you can see this whole album flipped through and in all of its spectacular clunky glory. Alright, you guys, I am done with the voiceovers. I will see you next time. Alright, thank you.